Oh, it started.
And we're live. Outside voice today. So, we're still in the pollinator habitat. We're doing a lot of cleanup here. I'm sorry, you have to take the view off of me. And I don't know if you can catch a squirrel behind you. There's a squirrel with a sandwich in his mouth. Oh,
Where?
He's hiding. He's behind the grasses. He was on the rock, chewing on this. It was.
Oh.
So we do
I see him.
participate in ADD classes here. Squirrel!
I see him. I
There
see.
he is. See, look at him. I don't know what he's eating.
He's eating something pretty big there. It's like an orange rind. All right, back to you.
Deviated enough this day.
So welcome to Keeler Gardens.
Keeler Gardens.
Squirrel.
Actually, that was a really good aspect of what we want to talk to you about today.
Squirrels?
So, sure.
Eventually.
So, when we talked to you about crocuses, we had this grand display of all the beautiful flowers that are in garden, which actually it really is stunning. Come and walk by and see it. It's really quite incredible. But what we also want you to do when you're walking by is, if you have the time, which you may, right now, is go slow and look at the details, because the details at this time of year are really extraordinary. We're focusing right now on smaller bulbs and smaller, earlier blooming flowers, and I'll talk about bulbs on another talk. And come and look at the sky. So this is, I believe, and forgive me for not having it all memorized, every flower on the property. I believe this is a blue version of Glory of the Snow, and I can confirm that with everyone. Notice how the tips are blue. Notice how the flower opens up and faces the sun. And look at my thumb. Look at how small that flower is. If we don't take time and slow down a little, we might miss this. And look at all the buds that are coming up. And they unfurl, they sort of untwist and open. It's unique and it's extraordinary. And we hope that everyone might, take some time and slow down a little and look at all these details. Ed, if you go to the right over here.
Actually, in the background, I just noticed the peonies coming up.
Yeah, that's what
the little red.
Yeah,
oh, that's where you're going anyways.
These are called eyes. These guys here. So they start late last year. They sort of started, and now they're ready. So this guy is coming up. But if you go that way, you can see the leaves are coming out, and every single day. Every week maybe, you'll see dramatic changes in how these guys poke through all these leaves, right? And they make their way up. See, it's literally poking through a leaf. I mean, the details are just so extraordinary. Go that way, I want to show them the lilac. So this is another interesting thing here.
It's
so
going to be
this
hard
is,
to focus on. Let me see if I can
is
get
it
it.
too dark? We have another lilac.
It's not dark. It's just that it's small. So trying to get the focus in.
So
tell us about it as I'm trying to focus.
They're like little torpedoes, and they're leaves. Okay, so this is a lilac bush, and we'll show you a different one that will show you buds. So if we turn around,
You know what? Can you tap the bud?
Yeah.
Let's see if it'll come
So
in.
you can see.
There we go.
Just leaves there, but we'll show you one that has flowers on it. And if we come around again, you'll see this grand space. But look closely. This is a hazelnut. These are called catkins. Look at that. That is part of the reproductive system. Look at that dangling down there. And we talked about the crocuses, but when you see them, you look closely and you see the striping and you see the variation in color.
I love the striping on these guys.
And then if you look this way, you'll see the bud.
Oh, I see it.
The bud's coming from the daffodils. That's a bud. That's going to be a flower. And over here, this crocus, look how different this one looks than the others. A pointed tip. And then over here, on this side, see all the little guys coming out? They got sort of buried underneath. We didn't know that they were going to come back.
Wow, they're
There's
spreading
a lot in
though,
there.
too,
Yeah,
right?
They're spreading. But over on this side, we took the rocks away so we could see them more. And we could really take advantage of the display. And so the last thing we'll show you is that lilac. Oh, wait.
So you wanted to see the up versus the down flowers,
Oh,
right?
yeah. So I'm going to step in front of the camera. So we just showed you a blue one looking out the sun that I said I believed was a blue version of Glory of the Snow. So here's pink Canadoxa, which is a more traditional Canadoxa. See how it's looking at the sunshine? Well, look at the Siberian Squill, how it wants to nod. So it starts out like this. See how dark blue it is? And then as it grows And as it gets taller, the buds then start to turn sideways and downward, and then it opens downward. When these multiply, it's like a river or a sea. It's just incredible. Oh, pollinator. Oh, you can see on his leg. Can you see his back leg? He's covered. He's got buckets and buckets of pollen on his back legs. And
Very
you
cool.
might not notice this if we didn't slow down and really enjoy. Come on,
let's-
see his, look at his, oh my God, look at his butt. He's got all, so cool. Okay, and then two more cool things. So we showed you that lilac. And now look at this one. If you look, those are actual flowers that are gonna bloom eventually.
I think I've got it in focus, but the screen is in the sun, so
So,
hopefully it looks
and
good there.
come by, come
There
and
we
look
go.
at this lilac. This one is in the parkway. It's right off the sidewalk. You might also notice things like this. Look, a rogue crocus, a squirrel got at one of our crocuses, back to the squirrels, and decided it wanted to move it from there to here. And so now we have a crocus in there. So as the time passes, oh, sun on me because of the backlighting. As time passes, you'll notice these things are changing. Come on, look. This is a hyacinth. Look at it coming. See its flowers? It's coming.
My hands
And you can tell this one is blue by the tone of the bud. We have some white ones on the other side, and they're very, very green and like a light green color. So slow down. When you're with us here, just take your time. Enjoy. Look at the flowers. Look at the buds. Look at things that are emerging. Look at things that haven't come out yet. Look at things that are really low to the ground.
my favorite.
Your favorite. Oh, lamb's ear. We'll have you get involved with some of the lamb's ear. So I think that's enough for one
I'm
day.
gonna leave
enough
on these
excitement.
really
Yeah, these really blue. I think they're called blue jacket hyacinth is what they're called.
Very cool.
So again, take some time when you're walking past anywhere, any garden, any tree you walk by, anything that might be flowering, anything that has a bud or a bloom, anything that's emerging. Enjoy it. And we'll see you again tomorrow.
all right.
Bye, everyone.
And
Oh, sorry, of course. Comments with questions or thoughts or ideas. Follow us so that you get the notifications. And Ed had something to say.
and prayer cloths, the prayer rags.
Prayer cloths. Oh, if you want to participate in our Tibetan prayer flag line,
Prayer flags.
we have on a previous post. You can learn a little bit about that. We're going
Everybody
to
say
talk
hi,
about
Hunter.
the community cats in the future too. Let us know so that we can add you to the line.
Yes, we need this going all the way across the front
We
railing,
want to just have row after row after row.
and then from here all the way up to the trees.
I think we've talked enough today.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Thanks,
So,
everybody.
Everybody, if you want more, just keep watching. Keep letting us know. We're going to just keep going in this vein, and hopefully you're having a good time.
All right.
Bye.